Have you ever wondered why two people get to read the same book, but in my case, romance novels, right, and come up with totally different opinion? They come up with two different opinions, right? That goes to show that we all have different reasons for reading books or romance novels or novels in general. Now, today I thought to share my own reason or the things I look for or look out for when I read romance novels. So let's dive into it. Now, this video is not about giving you a guide to what makes a book objectively good or bad. I simply want to say what I enjoy seeing in a book as a book lover, okay? So you might have a very different perspective or preference from my own opinion, and that's fine. This is just what I look out for when I pick a book up or when I read a book. When I read a book or when I pick up a book from a shelf, right? Character growth number one. When an author talks about a particular character, like the reason for the book, this person is this person has always wanted to be this or that, I really want that person to actually achieve that purpose which the book was written. I don't want that person's character to be cut short, right? I don't want the story of what that person wants to achieve to be cut short, because I want to see that person grow. I don't want the book to be all about, especially romance book that I read, I don't want it to be all about the relationship the person is going to have, the future relationship or anything, or the physical attractions. No, I want that person to also grow. Another one on my list will be meaningful conversation. Please, let's have conversation that makes sense, okay? Let it not always be have matured meaningful conversation. Another one on my list would be emotional intimacy. That is like a top for me. There must be an atom of emotional intimacy. It's not argued. It's not something I want to even argue about. There must be an atom of emotional intimacy. Another one is slow burn romance. Any book that is a slow burn romance has my heart. You know, the process, the books where not process, okay, the process where maybe you don't know each other, you get to know each other slowly, from friends to, you grow. You don't just jump into relationship like that. I love me a good book with slow burn romance. Maybe that's why I love K-dramas because I love that butterflies in my belly. I know maybe it doesn't even happen in reality. Maybe, but when I want to go into my fantasy world, like when I want to read something, different from the world, the perspective of the world, I want to see something that I can't even imagine. That's slow burn. A lot of people, their relationship actually work out that way, from friends to lovers, right? I want to see that the simplest thing, maybe this person gives you a hug or this person holds your hands, all those little things that really matter. I love that in a book that I read. Another one on my list would be chemistry that develops naturally. I don't want the first thing. I don't want something that you want to compulsorily make me see that this is how it's supposed to be. I want to feel it. Like, I want to feel, oh, these people actually have very good romance. If I'm really making sense, I want to see that it's not because you said these people will end up together, then I want to actually feel that romance going on between these two people. Another one will be on my list would be matured communication. Like I said before, when I was talking about meaningful conversation, I want matured communication. Say it as it is, right? I know that some people have inferiority complex. Some people don't know, maybe because of one thing or the other, being put down from a young age or whatsoever. But please, let's have sensible, matured conversation. Even in reality, I also love it in reality. I love matured conversation. Another thing I also look out for is characters who actually solve problem, by talking. You don't just expect something to work out. Maybe you're having issues with this person and you just Automatically you think that this person knows the reason why you're behaving like this, when you're not actually talking it out with this person. You're not saying as it is, right? You just believe that this person should know that this thing like he or she did is not for me. How am I supposed to know that? Please. I love characters that actually, both in character and in reality. I mean, this is something I love in reality. I think that is why I took it into the books I read. This is what I would love in reality. Another one on my list is relationship that feels believable. You know, when like I said before, when I was talking about what was that thing I was talking about? I think it was the slow burn romance. Don't make it look forced. Don't make me like, don't, not because you said these people are going to end up together, and then I because you said it will not feel natural. It will not feel like these people are actually meant to be. What is the reason why this person actually likes this person? Let it make sense why this person likes actually wants to be with this person. Let it make sense why this person loves this person. Now, another thing I want to tick off the list is stories that make you feel something after reading it. When you read a book, you are actually like, yeah, I took this. This is what I learned from this book. This is what I took from this book. I think it actually makes sense why this author wrote this book. You know, something like that. You learn something, you take something. You're actually you're checking off when you're reading, you're drawing a line and say, oh, I actually love this word this person used. I actually loved what this person used it. Like, I think I've read in my current read, these current books I've reviewed, I think I've gotten in one of the books I read, I love the fact that the author said, you make yourself happy. Learn to make yourself happy instead of relying on other people to be happy. I really loved that sentence she made there. I really loved it, and I took it with me. Whenever I'm talking, I just have it in my mind. You make yourself happy. Don't, if any other person comes along, then let it be an added bonus. Let it not be that your happiness is solely dependent on that person. So I love it when a book teaches me something, when I get to learn something from a book. It's another thumbs up for me in a book. Now, things that don't work out for me are, when I struggle with story where the characters spend most of the time misunderstanding each other, and then all of a sudden there is love. Like, from the beginning of the book to the end. Now, these are things I don't like in books, right? From the beginning, maybe from page, let's say, maybe they didn't meet in page 1, maybe from page 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. Let's just say from page 10 till page, let me just say, okay, this book is a 186 page book, right? And then you start by introducing these two characters, right? And then they meet. From the time they meet, there's always an argument or a misunderstanding or this hate sort of thing. From like they've never had any kind of conversation or anything. Hate goes on till page 130 or 140, and all of a sudden this person is realizing, oh, maybe I actually I love this person. Not even maybe, I love this person. I'm in love with this person. Like, from where to where? You've always had a misunderstanding. You've always misunderstood this person. You've always hated this person's guts or something like that. And then you're like, I love this person. You push your You push your That is a no for me. It's a big no for me. Another thing I would also say I dislike a lot is internal monologue. Okay, even if you want to do an internal monologue, let it be two ways, from the male side and from the female side. Don't make it all about the female, or don't make it all about the male. I'm reading the thoughts of the male only. I don't even know what the female is thinking. Like, and then all of a sudden you're hearing, I love you. Like, how am I supposed to feel it? That's what I'm talking about, the chemistry. Let it feel natural. How am I supposed to know? Like, from where to where? How did the love come from? Give me dialogues. Internal monologues are necessary in books. That I cannot even doubt that. They are necessary in books, right? But don't give me 120 pages of internal monologue and then 60 or 70 pages of dialogue. Is that why I'm here? If it's somebody that is trying to learn how to converse with people, how would that person learn to converse with books like that? There is no conversation, just internal monologue. What this person is thinking, what this person is thinking, what this person is thinking. Nothing else, nothing to show. So no, I don't. These are the two major things I will say I don't like when I read a book. Now you get to ask me, are you not the one buying the book? Most times I order my books, right? And what they are writing on the back or the synopsis of the book might be catchy. Synopsis cannot make up for what is inside the book. This person just wrote a very catchy synopsis and, or summary, if I'm to say. And then you open the book. Wait till you define. Wait till you see. No, wait till you find inside. Like, you get what I'm trying to say. So yeah, these are the things I would say I hate and I love. At the end of the day, reading is personal, right? And my goal is not to tell you what to read or what to read or what not to read. It's simply me just sharing my own experience, and hopefully that you'll be able to find something you will love in all these books I'm recommending or not recommending. Till next time, keep turning pages and let's keep the conversation going. Bye.